Welcome to our latest Wandering Walks of Wonder walking tour. Today we're taking a tour of the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina. Founded in 1770 and officially chartered in 1785, it is the oldest university in South Carolina, the 13th oldest institution of higher education in the United States, and the nation's oldest municipal college. The college's founders include 6 of the United States founding fathers. Among them were 3 signers of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Heyward Jr., Arthur Middleton, and Edward Rutledge, as well as 3 signers of the U.S. Constitution, Charles Pinckney, Charles Cotesworth Pinckney, and John Rutledge. Our tour of the College of Charleston begins here at Porter's Lodge, which serves as the symbolic entrance to the College of Charleston. It welcomes students at the start of the journey, and it's also a place that ushers them out during commencement. Built in 1851, during campus renovations, it replaced a space that was once occupied by privies and a firehouse. Originally housing the college's custodian or porter, the lodge later served as faculty offices, student club space, and briefly as a dormitory. Once a symbol of exclusivity, Porter's Lodge also reflects the college's history of transformation. In the early 1900s, Mamie Garvin Fields, a young African-American girl, was turned away from its gates, a painful reminder of segregation. Decades later, the college desegregated in 1967. Cistern Yard is the historic and symbolic center of the College of Charleston, serving as a green space and venue for events such as convocation, spring commencement, and concerts. Originally part of the military barracks site before the American Revolution, the land was transferred to the college in 1785. The yard's name comes from a 40,000-gallon underground cistern built in 1857 to provide drinking water and prevent basement flooding in Randolph Hall. The cistern, now covered by grass, still irrigates the yard. Since 1933, spring commencement has taken place in Cistern Yard, with graduates in white dresses and dinner jackets processing from Randolph Hall. The Towle Library, dedicated in 1856, served as the College of Charleston's library until 1972. The college's origins are closely tied to libraries, beginning with the Charleston Library Society in 1748, which helped fund the establishment of the college. Even before its founding, the college received a donation of 1,200 books in 1771 from planter John Mackenzie. Randolph Hall, built between 1828 and 1830, is the College of Charleston's most iconic building. Originally called College Hall, it remains a centerpiece here on Cistern Yard, appearing in the university's main logo and serving as a backdrop for major events like spring commencement. The college's first dedicated classroom building, Randolph Hall, was constructed after lobbying by then-President Jasper Adams. Randolph Hall itself has endured nearly 2 centuries of history, surviving the Civil War, hurricanes, and an 1886 earthquake that led to the reconstruction of its east and west wings. As we go along our tour here at the College of Charleston, you'll see several buildings that will go on by, and I tried to label each of those so they'll pop up here as a subtitle for you. This historic house, now home to the college's Department of Communication, has deep ties to Charleston's gay, literary, and intellectual history. Originally built around 1835, it was later modified for Dr. Edmund Bellinger and owned by the Follen family for over a century. In 1946, John Ziegler Jr. and his partner Edwin Peacock opened the book basement on the ground floor. Their bookstore became a cultural hub welcoming both black and white patrons, as well as prominent literary figures like Carson McCullers, Langston Hughes, and Maurice Sendak. After the college acquired the property in 1971, the couple retired. Ziegler continued writing, publishing poetry, and an autobiography, and died at the age of 103 in 2015. Built in 1872 for A.O. Jones, an African American clerk of the South Carolina House during Reconstruction, this house is distinguished by its ironwork and cupola. Originally owned by the college from 1770 to 1817, the property changed hands multiple times before Jones purchased it in 1870. He lost the house to foreclosure in 1881 following the fall of Reconstruction, as well as accusations, which were never proven, of financial misconduct. Afterward, the house passed through various owners, including a grocer and shoe store manager. The college rented it as a dormitory in 1899 before relocating students to a new property. Many of these houses that we see along Bull Street were once regular homes, but were used by students as residences, and many of them still are used as housing for residents of the college today. Built in 1800, 18 Bull Street, or the Blacklock House, was originally a suburban retreat before Charleston expanded around it. Now on the National Register of Historic Places, this grand federal-style mansion features very intricate interior moldings and very costly Flemish blonde brickwork on the outside of the building. Though unconfirmed, some believe Charleston's gentleman architect, Gabriel Manigault, may have been involved in the design of this home. William Blacklock, a wealthy Scottish shipping merchant, built the house. Active in the St. Andrews Society, he partnered with fellow Scot Adam Tuno in a business on East Bay Street. Blacklock also served as the building committee for the Branch Bank of the United States, designing what is now Charleston City Hall. The College of Charleston purchased the house in 1971 and restored it to become the Alumni Affairs Office. Since its purchase in 1901, 4 Green Street has served many purposes, including a residence hall, faculty apartments, barracks, fencing court, lab, and offices. In the early 20th century, it was dubbed the Shack due to its mistreatment by students. Originally owned by David D. Bailey, who built the house in 1817, it was later sold after his death. In 1901, the College of Charleston acquired the property and used it as a dormitory for out-of-town students. Known for rowdy behavior, it became infamous among students who formed the Shack Club. In 1917, during World War I, the college provided meals under the U.S. Military Students Armed Training Corps program here. In fact, in 1921, the house was closed temporarily due to the destructive behavior by students, and later, when it reopened, strict rules were enforced. I hope you've enjoyed this Wandering Walks of Wonder tour here on the College of Charleston here in Charleston, South Carolina. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on our next Wandering Walks of Wonder tour. Take care now. Bye-bye.